everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea. It's nice to have you guys here. I would call this a coffee chat video, but I don't have any coffee. Fail. I'm in the middle of my work day. I just wanted to take a little quick break to film this video for Friday. I should have planned better to have it up for today, but I'm at least filming it on the day that is significant. So today, April 1st, is the 4th birthday of my YouTube channel. So I've officially been on YouTube for 4 years now, which is crazy. I started this channel on April 1st. It wasn't an April Fool's joke, 2016. I filmed my first video on my birthday, February 24th of 2016. But then it took me a while to finally upload it, but I'm so glad I did. It's been an amazing 4 years, and I just wanted to kind of take a little bit of time to think back on that and kind of reflect on 4 years on YouTube. Kind of taking a walk down memory lane. At some point, I would like to do a reacting to my first video, because I think that would be hilarious. But if you want to see my first ever YouTube video, it is still up there. I've not privatized any of my old videos. I know that's kind of become a bit of a thing once you are a little bit more established on YouTube to privatize or hide your old videos, but it really meant a lot to me when I was starting my channel to be able to go to the channels of my favorite YouTubers and go way back, years and years and years in the case of some of them, and see, if not their first video, then at least some of their really early videos. To see that, like, when you're starting out, it's not all perfect, and your camera isn't the best quality, and your lighting, you have no lighting, and yeah, I mean, I still have no lighting. I'm still using natural light. I'm lucky that I at least live in Arizona, where the sun is shining 350 days out of the year. So yeah, so my first video was just sitting here on the floor in my living room in front of my laptop. I used the built-in camera in my MacBook Pro, my old MacBook Pro. The quality wasn't great. I don't even think it was HD. I didn't have an HD capable camera until I think I'd been doing YouTube for like at least a few months, and then I realized my mom's Canon DSLR did have HD capability, and so I kind of long-term borrowed her camera. Gosh, it was like the following year that I finally splurged on like a proper camera, and I got my first Olympus pen. Now I'm on to my second Olympus pen. I swear by these cameras. I love these cameras. So my first video was like really low quality. My first few videos were really low quality. I look back at those and some of them aren't even in focus. There was one video, I think it was my grad student journey was not in focus, but I didn't want to refilm it because it was actually pretty good. So I've definitely learned a lot over the years. I'm trying to think. I don't have any notes. I feel like I should probably have some structure to this video. I think favorite videos and favorite moments in the last 4 years, that first video is definitely a huge moment. Filming that, uploading that, releasing that out into the wild of the internet and having no idea what was going to happen. I still remember my first subscriber, a really lovely girl, and then it felt like before I knew it I had 10 subscribers, and then I had 50, and then by the time I didn't tell anyone. I told my mom, I told a couple other close friends, but I didn't tell anyone in my real life that I was doing YouTube. When I started, I was 35 years old. I was a PhD student. I didn't feel like people like me were really represented. There weren't a whole lot of other grad students. Most of the uni life videos were undergraduates. Most of the people I followed were well under 30. They definitely weren't mid-30s. But the small YouTube community was a revelation, because through the small YouTube community, I found other creators who were my age, who were PhD students, you know, who I had something in common with. Either we were a similar age and kind of had a similar background, or they might have been younger than me, but they were also in grad school. And so I found people on this platform who were like me and who I could relate to. And so by the time I publicly announced it, like on my social media, I had almost 100 subscribers. So my first like 98 subscribers were just from people finding me and then me commenting on other people's videos and like saying, you know, not doing the sub for sub thing, because anyone who's been on YouTube for any length of time knows that sub for sub is like the bane of our existence as small YouTubers. But there were some people who, you know, I really liked their channels, and so I was leaving really authentic, engaged comments and mentioning, I have a channel too, if you feel like checking it out. No pressure. And a lot of them did. I think when you're still in those early days, I found from my experience that by being engaged and by participating in the wider community, it wasn't as difficult as I thought it would to get, you know, my first 50 or so subscribers. And then what was funny was when I did finally put it on my Facebook, on my Instagram, on my Twitter, like, hey, I wrote a blog post, you know, hey, I'm doing YouTube. Like 2, maybe 3 of my good friends and family subscribed, which shows outside of this community, not everybody watches YouTube. And so just because a friend is on YouTube doesn't mean they're necessarily going to start following. Over the years, more of my friends have started following, but what's funny is they don't comment, but I will get text messages or DMs on Instagram saying, hey, I watched your video, or hey, you were talking about this in your video, can you get more information about that? It's like, oh, so you are watching. Okay. I reached my first 100 subscribers and thought, well, that's it. I'm done. Because I thought it was going to take me like a year to get to 100, and I got there in like a month. Something like that. 6 weeks. It really wasn't long. It might have been 2 months, but I know it wasn't more than 2 months. I remember filming what I thought was a really cute, funny video for 250 subscribers when I hit that was just full of bloopers. I still laugh watching that video. This channel has been my video diary of the last 4 years. I suck at keeping a regular diary. I just can't do it. I can journal like while I'm on vacation, or I'll journal randomly here and there, but I can't keep a consistent daily journal. I'm really bad at written journals, despite being, you know, a writer and an English teacher. I'm really bad at keeping journals, but the filming has been something I've been able to be really consistent with. I don't think there's been a single week that's gone by that I haven't uploaded at least one video. I've definitely had periods over the last 4 years where my, you know, upload schedule has increased and then decreased, but I've never, to my knowledge, missed a whole week. And I'm really proud of myself for that, because over the years, I've been through quite a bit. The highs and lows of kind of life events and things that you can go back and find the vlogs for. I've gone through the whole folio review and comp exam journey. You guys saw me have a complete meltdown when I thought I totally bombed my comp exam. Then you saw me celebrating when I found out I passed my comp exam. You've seen 4 birthdays, 4 Christmases, 2016, 17, 18, 19, 3 Christmases. You've seen me go to London twice, which has been amazing. You saw me defend my PhD dissertation because I filmed my defense. And to this day, it's not my highest viewed video, but it's really highly viewed considering the fact that I thought like 3 people would watch it. Like I literally uploaded it just for the people who I knew had wanted to be there in person but couldn't. So I was not expecting even a fraction of the number of views that video has gotten. You saw me graduate. I vlogged that. I was vlogging on my iPhone from the floor of the arena, and my mom had my Olympus pen and she was vlogging. I'm laughing because she's not the best vlogger. She's learning, but especially then, she really was still like, I thought I taught her how to use my camera, but she was struggling. So there's some pretty hilarious audio commentary on that vlog. So that vlog, I was really happy with how that vlog turned out. And again, it got quite, more views than I thought. It was another video where I thought, a handful of people would watch it, people who would have liked to have been there in person but couldn't make it, family and friends and stuff, close friends. But no, a lot of you have watched it. And that just, made me really happy to know that, like, over the last few years, I really have built a community on this channel, and you guys have been invested in my journey, and I've gotten to know all of you, and I'm invested in your journeys. A lot of you who are grad students yourselves, over the last year and this year and the last 2 springs, I've been watching you defend your dissertations and graduate with your PhDs, or finish your master's degree and start your PhD program. And it's just been amazing watching you guys kind of go through your journey and hearing your updates and the comments. And a lot of you follow me on Instagram, and I follow you on Instagram. And so I feel like I do know my community pretty well. And, those of you that are liking and commenting regularly and are leaving really lovely comments and really talking to me in the comments, we have gotten to know each other over the last few years. Another early subscriber, my friend Kate. Kate, if you're watching, I've watched you finish your degree in New Zealand, and now you're in Germany, and it's amazing. I've watched my friend Francesca graduate, and it's just, I love seeing that. And there are other friends who are still going through their PhD journeys, and I'm rooting for you, and I'm excited for you. And I've made so many amazing friends with other YouTubers. My friend Marie from And the Color Green, my friend Shannon from Pages and Polish. I really hope one day I can visit Canada to see Shannon, and visit Hawaii to see Marie, because I'd love to meet them in person. And then there's YouTubers like Alice from Red's Makeup Bag, who I have met in person and really hope I can see again on a future trip to England. And of course, if you've been following this channel for any length of time, one of my best friends in real life is someone I met through YouTube, and that's my bestie and soul sister Tamsin from the channel Tamsin Lena. When I started this channel 4 years ago, I never, ever in a million years thought, A, I'd still be here 4 years later, B, I would have so many amazing friendships, and C, that it would have become such an integral part of my life. Like, I can't imagine not picking up the camera and filming. In addition to all the good things, you've also seen some really bad things. You saw my meltdown when I thought I failed my comp exam. You've seen me go through my fibromyalgia journey. You've heard me talk about my story. You've seen me go through flares. You've heard about my struggles with mental health. You were so supportive last April when I guess I uploaded the video in June, late June, early July, but when I told you about having my heart broken and my breakup last April, which it's weird that it's been like a year almost since that all happened. You guys were so supportive, and I received so much amazing advice, because I had never been through a heartbreak quite like that one. And you guys really came through for me in terms of advice and support and comfort. Okay, now we've got the air conditioning noise. I feel like that's become a pretty common feature on this channel, the sound of my air conditioning. So we may as well get used to it, because it's going to be here for the next April, May, June, July, August, September, October, 7, 8-ish months. So yeah, this channel has just been, I really never expected it to become quite what it's become. I didn't expect the friendships. I didn't expect the community. Looking at how things are right now, like, I swear this channel and you guys have been the one thing that's keeping me from truly losing my mind with everything that's going on, because I can still feel like I'm connecting with people. So like watching Shannon's videos, watching Tamsin's videos, my friend Farah who lives in Paris, watching her videos, and just hearing how you guys are doing, knowing that, you're still doing okay. all things considered. Being able to kind of offer support to one another has just been really nice and has helped keep me from feeling too isolated. If I have one regret with this channel, if I'm allowed a regret, honestly, the only regret I have is that I didn't start it sooner. I look back at all my previous trips to London, particularly the 2 summers I spent living there, living in Oxford. I wish I had been vlogging that. I wish I'd vlogged my trip to Prague, to stay with my friend Hannah when she was living there. I just wish that I, had been vlogging sooner. I'm really bummed that I waited so long. I didn't discover YouTube as like a thing other than cat videos, because for years I thought that's all YouTube really was crazy cat videos. There's still a huge section of YouTube that is just crazy cat videos. But it wasn't until I think 2014, late 13, early 14, somewhere around there, I discovered Fleur de Force's channel. And then from there discovered other channels and realized, oh no, there is like this segment of the platform that's producing content that I'm actually really, really interested in. At the time that I started my channel, I was still following Fleur, I was following Meg from Meg Says, I was following Em from My Pale Skin, I was following Josie on Fashion Mumbler, and just really liking all of these amazing creators and thought, well, if they're doing it, like, maybe I could do it too. It's been a journey, because like now I look back and I think, I don't know why I ever waited. I don't know why I ever thought I couldn't do this. I don't know why I was so nervous in the beginning. I look at my early videos and I'm so scared to be on camera, which is funny considering I have a theater background. It's been one of the craziest decisions I ever made for my life. But it's been probably one of the best and most positive decisions. I'm always happy to give advice to new YouTubers, and I think I've done a video on more advice in more detail for either my first anniversary or my second anniversary, and a lot of that advice still stays the same. But I always tell people, if you're thinking of doing it, do it. Be prepared, because it's not as easy as you think it's going to be. Filming and editing takes at least 3 times longer than you think it will when you first get started. It is very time consuming, so you have to really care about what you're doing, and you have to care about the content that you're creating. Really participate in the community and get to know people in the community, and the more you do that, the more your channel will grow. It's not just about the algorithm. It's not just about being the person with the most subscribers or the highest views. At its heart, YouTube is still a community. It is still a social network. And if you ignore that part, you are missing out on the best part of all of this. And with that, I will wrap this up. I think I've covered everything I wanted to say. This has definitely just been a bit of a ramble, bit of a chat, but I just wanted to sit down on today, on the actual birthday, and just think about everything that's happened. I'm sure I've left some things out, but yeah, definitely. If you're new here, feel free to poke around, check out some of the other videos. If you are a recent subscriber, thank you for joining. I'm glad to have you here. I hope you stick around. If you are one of my long-term, die-hard subscribers, I love you. Even if I haven't mentioned you by name, I love you. I could name so many people, but then we would be here all afternoon and I have to get back to work. But I see your comments, I read them, I respond to them, sometimes a little bit later than I'd like, but I do respond. I hear what you're saying. I love connecting with you on Twitter, on Instagram. I love the friendships that I've made with so many of you. I'm thinking of my friend Annie, who doesn't get to post as many videos anymore, but I know she still watches, and my friend Lindsay in Scotland. There's just so many people. I really could just keep naming people, and then that will get very long, and I feel like it's the Oscars and the music is starting to play and they want me to get off the stage. So I'm going to stop, but thank you for watching. It wouldn't be a video about YouTube if I didn't give my standard. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, say hi in the comments, let's chat, and yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.